I'm Emma Milstein. Like Laura, I come from a distant region of the Empire. I was only able to attend Thor's thanks to a scholarship, in fact. It's very nice to meet you.
A scholarship? Indeed. Now that you mention it, our instructor did say yours was the top score on the entrance exam. To think I was outdone. By a girl, no less.
You must be quite the prodigy.
Maybe it seems like it now, but really, I'm not. I don't have any training in the martial arts either, so this is the weapon they recommended for me.
Oh, cool! You got an orbital staff too. Yours looks different from mine, though.
Huh, so it does. I wonder if it's just cosmetic. Oh, am I intruding?
Oh, no, not at all. Did you need something?
I accidentally left one of my textbooks in my desk, so I came back to fetch it. Ah, here it is.
What subject?
Take a look.
Studying hard as always, I see. Except, wait, intermediate? Isn't that part of the Sunday school curriculum? Seems a bit basic for you.
Oh, it's not for me. I promised to help Fee with her math studies. I found this at a bookshop in town and thought it might be of some use to her.
Ah, okay.
Which reminds me, I should really be going. I'm sure she's waiting for me by now. I'll see you later, Reen.
Take care.
And don't worry.
Huh?
I'm sure Machias doesn't hate you or anything. If you can find some way of making him realize how you feel, I'm sure he'll understand. It's just getting through to him that might be tough.
Yeah. I just have to keep at it.
Good evening.
Evening. Did you just get back too?
Yeah, I was busy with club-related work until just now. I'm glad I ran into you, though. I heard from Elisa that you went into the old schoolhouse again?
Yeah, and we made some pretty crazy discoveries while we were at it. We're going to need to keep investigating that place on a regular basis, I'd say.
Well, I'd be more than happy to accompany you next time. The request was made to the whole of Class 7, after all, and I'd like to do everything I can to help.
Really? It's very kind. Thank you. Maybe I should ask Fee next time, too. And Eustace and Machias while I'm at it.
Huh? Fee would be a good choice at the very least. I'm sure she'd be more than happy to accompany us, or more than willing anyway. As for Eustace and Machias, I'm sure a chance will present itself for them to make friends eventually. Maybe then?
One can only hope. We really have to do something about those two already.
Oh my! Reen! What happened to your right hand?
Oh, this? A beautiful lady I ran into in town did it. Or at least I think she was a lady.
Come again?
A black cat with really glossy fur. I've never seen it around before. I assume it belongs to someone in town since it was wearing a blue ribbon and a bell. I must have done something to offend it though, because it got all grumpy out of nowhere and scratched me up pretty good.
I'm so sorry.
What?
Please, sit down on the sofa. I'll bring a first aid kit and dress that wound right away.
Thanks. Do you know it or something?
No, not at all. I've just seen it around town a few times. Anyway, I'll go get the first aid kit. Don't go anywhere.
It's just a little scratch. I don't know why she's making such a big deal out of it. I've never seen Emma get so flustered before.
Reen?
Huh? What is it?
I just... Lux solis mercuri eum.
What? What did you just do?
Nothing. I just wanted to check on your bandage. Good, good. It seems fine. But please try your best to keep your shoulder firm. The less it moves, the better. We don't want your injury getting worse now.
Okay. I could swear I felt something warm flowing into my body. Maybe I'm just imagining things. Oh, hey there, Emma. Did you just get back too?
Yeah, I just returned a short while ago. Were you out shopping?
Yeah, Sharon asked me to go out and pick up a few things for dinner, though I ended up taking a bit longer than I expected.
Wait, do I smell lavender on you? This is perfume, isn't it? How did it get onto you?
Oh, right. I guess I must have soaked up the scent too. She did get pretty close. That's the only thing I can think of.
Reen, I can only hope the reason you ended up taking longer than expected isn't because you were...
Whoa, hold on. You've got the wrong idea, Emma. I just happened to bump into someone I know while I was out. That's all. Nothing scandalous, nothing I'd be ashamed of.
I never said it was. Though you do seem strangely defensive for a man who has nothing to hide. Huh. I wonder what would happen if Elise and the other girls were to catch wind of this.
I swear, I just ran into someone I know after I left the store. Nothing happened. You just like raking me over the coals, don't you?
Oh, Master Reen, I see you've returned. Were you able to get everything I asked for?
Sure did. Let me bring it over.
Lavender. Huh. No, that's impossible.
everything's... Crow did say I should take someone else along to give me a hand. Not sure how busy everyone is, though. Let's see. Who should I try asking first? Alright, might as well see if they're free. Hey, it's Reen. I've got a little favor to ask.
The wind feels so nice. I expected this to be like riding those horses back in the Highlands, but it's completely different.
They're both a lot of fun. Are you sure it was okay to come with me, though? Weren't you busy helping out with the literature club?
Oh, it's fine. We're almost done preparing the short story collection we'll be selling tomorrow anyway. Besides, I'll be wearing one of these outfits, so I can certainly make the time to pick them up with you.
True. You're going to be right in the spotlight, too.
Oh, don't remind me. By the way, what sort of outfit will I be wearing?
Trust me, you don't need to worry about a thing. I checked all of Crow's designs myself.
But it won't be too revealing, will it? Reen, why aren't you saying anything?
There's nothing to worry about. It's just revealing enough.
Sorry to make you kids come all this way to pick these up. I think you'll be pretty happy with the way they turned out, though.
Fantastic! I can't wait to see them.
Thank you for making them for us in such a short amount of time.
This was no sweat compared to what Crow put me through last year. He had me working like a madman. Last year's concert was great, though, so you can bet that I'll be there to see if you kids can top that. Oh, by the way, are you the girl on vocals? I knew your measurements, but now that I see you in person, you're really gonna knock the fellas dead in that outfit.
Reen, just what sort of design did you end up going for?
Well, you'll see when we get back. A bird? What the?
Reen! What's going on, Reen? You look like you've been thrown for a loop.
Oh, it's nothing. There was just a strange bird on that lamppost over there.
What was strange about it exactly?
Well, I've never seen a bird with feathers that color before. It was a really deep blue, almost like lapis lazuli.
What? Where did it go? Did you see which direction it flew?
It flew off around that corner to the west.
Stay right here. I'll be back in 10 minutes. I'm really, really sorry about this. You can go back to the academy without me if you have to.
What's gotten into her? I guess she's secretly been a bird watcher all this time.
Don't you two make a cute couple?
Misty.
It's been a while, hasn't it, Rain? Thanks for not using my real name. If people here in the capital were to overhear you, I'd be drowning in fans in no time flat.
Sure, mum's the word. Fancy meeting you here, though. I assume you're here to shop?
You guessed it. This store does have a branch in Trista, but this one has a much better selection. How about you? What brings you out here with suitcases in tow? Wait, did you just break up with that girl with the glasses? The way she ran off, I feel like I should be welcoming you into the Lonely Hearts Club.
No, it's nothing like that. I don't know what got into her. And she's not my girlfriend.
Wow, a concert, huh? That sounds like a blast. I'd love to drop by the festival and see it myself. I might be able to go if I can free up a bit of space in my schedule.
It'd be great to have you. Although I can't imagine a professional like you would be terribly impressed.
Oh, don't be silly. Great music comes from the heart. I take it that the girl I saw earlier is on vocals then?
How can you tell?
There's just something special about her. She has a certain aura. Whoops, lost track of the time. I better get going. Well, bye for now. Be sure to tune in tomorrow.
Of course, I always do. Wait, tomorrow's Friday, right? They only broadcast Advent time on Sundays.
Reen?
Oh, Emma! So,
I'm sorry for running off like that all of a sudden. That wasn't like me at all.
hey, no worries. Besides, strange behavior is part of the package with you. I've seen you deep in discussion with a cat. Running after a strange bird seems pretty normal, honestly.
It doesn't make me feel any better. But I'm still really sorry to have made you wait.
Really, don't worry about it. But I'm curious, did you ever manage to find that bird?
Unfortunately not. I tracked it pretty far into the city, but there are so many people that I lost its trail.
I see. Huh. Whatever she's doing, it sounds different from when I can sense someone's presence. Anyway, we should head back to Trista. I'm sure everyone's waiting for us.
Oh. You're right. We should. We haven't even tried our outfits on yet.
My thoughts exactly. I can't wait to see how you look in yours.
What do you mean by that? Just what kind of outfits are these?
Get going!
All right, let's do this! I did it!
Lock. Potential awakener detected. The time has come. Commencing the second trial.
This looks the same as the red door we found on the 4th floor, but...
It seems like there's an even bigger surprise behind this one.
I'm very curious about this 6th lock and second trial business. Do you think the locks refer to each of the floors we've cleared so far?
What's a potential awakener? Is it talking about one of us?
I can scarcely venture a guess. But what seems certain is that we are here tonight because we were meant to be here.
Yeah.
Rain?
Are you okay? It's the mark on your chest, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But how do you...
Call it intuition. I think it should already be quite apparent, but we're headed somewhere no living eyes have seen. Are you sure you're all prepared? Emma?
Well, well. You certainly seem to be in the know about all of this.
And how long has Celine been here?
Back at the start of the year, I know we all had our doubts. We've made it this far. Because we've accepted each other for who we are. And I think being part of Class 7 is a big part of that. Even if the world were to stand against us, we'd have each other. The challenges we face together.
Reen.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
On my first day with Class 7, I was sitting in a room full of strangers. Now I know I'm standing among friends.
That's Laura, cutting right to the heart of it.
Yeah, I don't ever recall accepting him.
I could say the same about you.
Some things never change, do they?
Honestly, if they ever stopped bickering, I'd probably miss it. It's just one of those things that makes us what we are.
Aw, you guys have a good thing going. Wish I was a part of it.
You said it, Short Stack. Don't know that there's much of a place for a slackadaisical second year either.
What kind of talk is that? You two belong here just as much as the rest of us. And I think you'll have to agree, Emma. Class 7 is the best there is.
Well said. Maybe I still have a ways to go before I fully understand the whole class system here. But I'm confident Class 7 is the finest Erebonia has to offer.
Then what are we waiting for? No one might ever know what we do here tonight. We're not doing this to prove to others how great we are. We're doing it to prove it to ourselves. To face down our fear, conquer it, and earn the answers we deserve.
Reen. All right. I won't try to dissuade you. Let's go earn our chance to leave our mark on this academy.
Yeah!
I knew it. So, I have a potential sister-in-law now, do I?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Still, maybe you're right. Maybe I will go ask her. I do feel kind of bad leaving you here on your own, though.
I'm fine, really. Besides, if you spend all this time worrying about me, the music will be over by the time you ask.
Well, okay.
He's such an idiot. Oh, Elise. Your Highness? The generally accepted strategy here would be to keep his eyes on you, not push him toward another girl's tender embrace. If you were to only gather the courage to ask him, I'm certain that he would be more than accommodating. It's fine. I'm fine, honestly.
Emma.
Oh, Reen.
I wasn't expecting to find you here.
Oh, well, I wanted to get away from all the excitement for a little while. How's your sister?
She's just fine. Actually, she was the one who encouraged me to see you. This might not be the right time since you're trying to rest, but would you dance with me?
What? Me? I couldn't possibly. I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of people you'd rather dance with, or who are better dancers.
Definitely not. But should I take that as a no?
You should take it as an I'd love to. Whew.
That's a relief. Shall we? Everyone's still having fun.
It makes sense. This festival is practically the culmination of everything we've done since the start of the year. I'm sure everyone has plenty of things they want to talk about with each other.
You're probably right.
I'm really sorry. I feel like I've done nothing but keep secrets from all of you since we first met.
You don't need to apologize for that. It's not like you were doing it to hurt or trick us or anything, right?
Of course not. But I still feel so guilty about having to do it. Even though we've spent so much time together, I feel like I'm not really one of you. That I don't belong here.
That's not true. You do belong here. You're an important part of our class, and every one of us cares about you.
Really?
Everybody has their secrets. You don't need to share every little detail of your life for someone to understand you. But if you ever feel like your secrets are too heavy to handle alone, I'm always willing to listen. It doesn't matter what it is. We'll be there, ready to accept it, and whatever it might mean about you.
Reen. I'm sure that someday I'll be able to tell you the truth. So, will you be willing to hold on until then?
matter how long it takes.
Thank you.
After that, I went... Laura! Emma!
Is that a cryptid?
Come, Emma. We'll fight with all we have.
Right! Luke's Lamina! Now, Laura!
Of course! Be gone!
Man, Laura's gotten even stronger.
And Emma's kicking butt with her weird powers too. Guess we didn't need to come after all.
They're not out of the woods yet!
So it seems.
What is that?
Where did it come from?
Laura! Emma!
Am I imagining things?
Reen! Celine!
We can explain after we've taken care of things here.
We'll back you two up. Ready?
We're right here with you, Laura.
I can't believe you're here. Very well. Then lend me your strength.
Let's go, everyone!
Finally.
Yeah. I can't sense anything else here now. You guys okay?
Yeah.
It's really you, isn't it? You're all here.
Of course it's us.
I don't know what to say. This is all so sudden. Still, I'm happy to see you're well, Reen. I'm genuinely lost for words. I've never considered myself as the sort to cry at reunions like these, but clearly I was mistaken.
Laura.
I'm really sorry for making you worry about me. And I can't possibly thank you enough for fighting on so that we could see each other again like this.
There's no need to apologize, Reen. I swore to fight as Class 7s. No. As your sword, I swore that my blade would not be broken until it returned to your side. And I swear now to continue upholding every word I've said, with Adios as my witness.
Thanks. I really am glad to see you're all right. And the same goes for you too, Emma.
I feel the same way. I can hardly believe that this is actually happening. The day's finally come where we can all be together again. It all feels like a wonderful dream.
A wonderful dream, huh? Well, fortunately, this isn't a dream. These might be tough times for Erebonia, but we're persevering. That perseverance is what brought us together again. And the fact that we found each other makes everything we've been through along the way worth it.
Yes, I couldn't agree more. But I know that I wouldn't have been able to come this far if not for you.
Me?
You accepted me despite everything. Knowing that gave me the courage to keep going. If not for that courage, I doubt I would be here now. I'm truly grateful to you, Reen.
You've really grown strong, Emma.
Wait, Emma!
Oh, thank you, Celine. Thank you for all the support you've given my classmates. And thank you for coming all the way here with them to see me.
Please, it was nothing. But I'm glad you're okay, I guess. At least I won't end up astray.
Celine, there's nothing wrong with being honest about your feelings, you know.
Oh, she's so happy.
Now we've just gotta find Eustace.
Right.
Well, we've done what we set out to do here. There's no sign of any more cryptids either. Might I suggest we return to Legrand for now?
Count me in. You guys are fine with that too, right?
That's fine by me. We can tell you more about what we've been doing since we parted ways.
Then we're off to the pier.
Emma?
What's wrong?
I feel like I should have told you so many things a long time ago. About me and Celine. And about Divine Knights and Awakeners.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Does that mean you're ready to tell us now?
Yes, I am. It's time to finally fulfill the promise I made to you during the after-party.
Well, if you're sure.
I imagine you've heard some of this from Celine already, but still. Enrolling at Thor's was originally part of my duty as one of the Hexen clan. It's a clan of witches that traces its origins far back into the past.
What kind of duty would have you enroll at a military academy?
It's one that's been passed down through our clan for a long, long time. We must watch over the fragments of the great power sealed deep underground and observe whatever comes to pass regarding them. Just as it did for many others before her, that duty fell to Emma as well.
When you say the great power, you mean Valimar, right? Did both of you know about the Divine Knights this whole time?
We knew of their existence, yes. As well as the fact that they choose an Awakener. And that their chosen Awakener will be drawn into an unavoidable battle. Just because you had the potential to become one, you were drawn into a great conflict against your will. And not just you, Reen. The rest of us have become secondary contractors. And yet I couldn't say or do anything for you. I couldn't even give you a simple word of warning. What right do I have to call myself your classmate after failing all of you like that?
Emma? Huh? Emma, you're not going to say what I think you're going to say, are you?
I'm sure this isn't what you want to hear after coming all this way to find me. But this is where we should part ways.
Emma. You said it yourself back in the old schoolhouse. You said Class 7 is the finest Erebonia has to offer, right?
I may not always show much in the way of class spirit, but I'm confident Class 7 is the finest Erebonia has to offer.
We all come from different backgrounds, and we all had things we were maybe scared to or couldn't tell anyone. Crow has his past, you have yours. I have this strange power of mine that I've carried with me for as long as I can remember. That doesn't directly relate to the Divine Knights in any way, does it?
No, though there's always the possibility it may be one of the reasons why you were chosen. I know plenty about witches and their history, but none of that gives me a clue as to what your powers could be.
All right, Ben. The point is that even after learning I had this monstrous power within me, you all accepted me without a second thought. I feel that I'm a part of Class 7 as much as anyone else, and I'm proud to say I am too. Class 7 is only the best there is because it has every one of us in it. Me, Elisa, Elliot, Laura, Thea, Machias, Eustace, Gaius, Milliam, Crow, and you, Emma. You're not an exception. Without you, our class wouldn't be what it is. Just like it wouldn't be if any one of us weren't a part of it.
Oh, Reen,
What he said.
Besides, I'm pretty sure I've got way more secrets than you.
Oh, I'm sure.
So I don't want to hear you say anything like that ever again. We want you right where you are, guiding me, guiding all of us. And not just as a witch, but as the kind class president and caring friend you always have been.
Goodness! How can I possibly refuse when you put it like that? All right, then. I can't deny the ancient knowledge that I possess, or my position as a witch. But I always want to remain the same Emma Milstein of Class 7 that I have been since the day I joined Thor's. So please, let me stay at your side.
Of course.
That goes without saying.
Class 7 really isn't Class 7 without you in it.
Woohoo! Our class president is back on board!
What a picturesque fairy tale ending. I couldn't be more pleased, and the timing couldn't have been more perfect. I can see Legrand coming into view now. Would everyone mind gathering their things and...
What's that?
Reen?
Emma? I didn't think anyone else would come here so late at night. Sorry, I'll get out now.
No. You shouldn't have to do that. I'm so sorry. I had no idea that anyone was in here. Still, this might be the perfect chance for us to sit down and talk.
Pardon?
It feels wonderful to bathe here during the winter. I love the feeling of warmth coursing through your entire body while relaxing.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's my favorite time of the year to relax in the springs, too. But never mind that. Are you sure you're comfortable with both of us being here, Emma? It's pretty late, and with the two of us, it's kind of,
I see what you mean. Still, I'm modestly covered, so I don't think it's too much of a problem. I'd appreciate it if you didn't stare at me so much, however. Although, I can't blame you too much. I'm the one who decided to come in to begin with.
I wasn't doing it on purpose. Sorry. Anyway, you said you wanted to talk, right? Was it about anything in particular?
Yes, as it so happens. I wanted to thank you, Reen.
Thank me? Thank me for what? I don't feel like I've done anything that warrants being thanked.
Well, everything, I suppose. I wanted to thank you for surviving all this time so that we could meet again. And I wanted to thank you for coming all the way to Legram to get us. Crow may not be with us, but you're the reason the rest of us are together again.
I think that's a bit of a stretch. Besides, it was only because of you guys that I was able to do anything at all.
Oh, that's so sweet of you to say. Everyone contributed something in some way. However, I believe Class 7 can only be what it is with you at its center. We all believed you would get back on your feet and fight, and it's because you pulled through that we made it this far. I feel that way, and I know everyone else does too. So, thank you, Reen. Please don't laugh. It took a lot of courage to come in here and tell you that, you know.
I'm sorry. I wasn't laughing at you. It just finally hit home that everything Elise said was true. I had no idea that everyone was thinking of me as much as they were, or that so many people were looking out for me. It just made me realize all over again how blind I've been all this time. So I couldn't help but laugh at myself.
Oh, I see. Our bonds are stronger than you realize. They won't be broken so easily, Reen. I hope you never forget that.
Don't worry, I won't. Now that Class 7 is together again, I'm sure we'll be able to go back to the Academy one day. As long as we don't give up, I know we can make that a reality. So, let's give it everything we've got.
Of course. Grianos?
So that was your doing, Vita?
There's no need to be so wary of me. I merely did what you were planning to do anyway, didn't I? I just did you a favor.
A likely story.
You can't seriously expect us to believe that. Last time you tried to do us a favor, you abducted Elise and Princess Alphen.
Oh, woe is me. I don't seem to be very popular here.
What really brought you here? How did you even know this place existed? Even I didn't until Celine told me.
Unlike you, I'm a fully fledged witch, in the truest sense of the word. As such, I know everything. Far more than a trainee like you could even begin to imagine.
Sounds like you've long known all there is to know about this place.
More than you and the Elder do, in fact. Oh, I know! Why don't I take this opportunity to enlighten you on a fun little something? That being the true purpose of the Hexen clan to which we belong.
What is this light?
A flash grenade?
No, this is...
Something's flowing into my head. What did I just see? It felt like one of someone's memories.
Whatever it was, I witnessed it as well. And I presume that blonde-haired woman in it must be.
That shouldn't have been possible. Just what did you do for us to see that?
Think of it as a special treat from me. Ordinarily, only the Ashen Awakener would have been able to see it, but I allowed the rest of you to see it too. As for what it is, it's a glimpse of the truth regarding what really happened during the War of the Lions.
The truth? And that really was a memory from...
Drygel's the Lionheart, yes. And the woman with him was the Lance Maiden, Leanne Sandlot. During the war, they too had to borrow the strength of a divine knight. And they were drawn into a conflict between fragments of the great power. Just like Reen and Crow during this war.
Wait, there's no way the War of the Lions involved divine knight battles.
If that had been the case, surely the world would know of it.
Actually, I have heard mention of that from Grandmother. Wait, doesn't that mean...
Oh, has the truth finally dawned on you? The fragments of the great power are destined to be drawn to one another, forced to collide over and over and over. These dark times Erebonia is going through have repeated themselves since time immemorial. And every time, the truth of what happened disappears from the memories of all. That is how this system works.
System?
Hold on a moment. I can't follow what you're saying.
Oh, don't feel bad if you're having trouble wrapping your head around it. That's perfectly normal. After all, that's just how this world is.
Wait, you aren't suggesting the clan's true purpose is...
Aha! Did you finally realize the fundamental role we witches play? We shoulder the responsibility of operating and managing part of that giant system. Not that I would expect an apprentice and her familiar to know anything about that. The Elder knows, of course, but she chose not to share the knowledge with you, likely fearing it would be a burden. But how pitiful is it to have lived for the sake of fulfilling your duty as a witch without knowing what that duty really is? I almost feel sorry for you.
I heard you were a sadist, but I wasn't expecting you to be this cruel.
Don't look away, Emma. There's no need to be afraid of accepting the truth.
Reen?
Oh?
I know what it's like to be afraid of accepting new revelations about who I am or about my past. I feel like once I know, life will never be the same again. Maybe that's true, but there's one thing that I can believe in beyond a shadow of a doubt. That my classmates and all the people who've stood by me through everything that we've been through will keep standing by me to the very end and accept me for who I am no matter what.
You're absolutely right. Nothing you could learn about yourself would cancel out all the time we've spent together.
Yeah. Everyone accepted me, despite my past as a Jaeger.
Hold your head up high, Emma. There's nothing in this world that could stop us from proudly standing at your side until the bitter end.
I don't know what to say. Vita, thanks to you, I finally noticed the change in my own feelings.
Change?
I enrolled at Thor's to fulfill my duty as a witch. I won't deny that. Nor will I deny that until that point, I effectively lived to carry out that duty, obeying all I was taught without question. But that's the past. Now, I feel very different. Now, I want to live a life of my own, together with the classmates I've been fortunate enough to meet. I'm no longer the person I used to be.
Emma!
Woo! You go, Emma!
That's the class president we know.
I'm impressed. You've matured a lot more than I was expecting during your time at the academy.
Vita?
But let's put that to the test, shall we? I haven't had the opportunity to train you in some time, so this is as good a chance as any to see what you're capable of now. Dance, dance, my sweet little bird. Behold, your master's foes. Bare your fangs and raise your talons.
What the?
Everyone get back! Quickly!
It grew? What did she do to it?
It's called Savant Balls. It allows a witch to pour an incredible amount of mana into their familiar. I'd imagine she's given it more power than even a cryptid possesses.
Well then, Emma, let's see what you're capable of. Show me if you have the strength to back up your words.
Please, everyone, lend me your power.
You've got it.
Leave it to us.
Did we defeat it?
It felt as though we did, at least.
Impressive. It seems you can back up your words.
It looks pretty worn out.
I'm surprised Grianos can even fly after that. You don't plan to keep on fighting, do you?
No, I think that will do for today. Poor Grianos needs a rest for one thing.
Vida.
Well, Emma, you've demonstrated the strength of your resolve. Still, I don't think you need me to remind you. That resolve only gains worth when it's seen through to the end.
Yes, I know. I'll find a path through life on my own. And I will stop you.
Emma.
Oh, I can't see you succeeding in that regard, but feel free to try. I'll leave the last of the treasures in your hands. I'll see you again soon, at the Infernal Rite.
Sorry for being late, Reen. I hope I didn't keep you waiting long.
Oh, don't worry about it. I just got here myself. Finished everything up then?
Yeah, everything seemed to be in order over at the old schoolhouse, too. And for once, even Celine was acting considerate.
You don't say.
Being here like this really feels like old times, doesn't it? I made so many fond memories here in this building. I can't even begin to count them all.
Yeah. Hey, seeing as we're already here, you want to take a little walk around inside? I'm curious what state we left things in, aren't you?
Well, that sounds like fun.
Back then, I never would have imagined that Crow was an Awakener, or that he was working with Misty from Abend time of all people.
Well, that makes two of us. When I think about the trial we had to pass, it's hard to believe he did something like that alone.
It really makes you wonder. I mean, we had his help when we did it too. His determination must have been incredible to take on something like that by himself and come out the winner. And I have a feeling he'll take all of us on by himself too. That's what it comes down to. If we want to bring him back home with us, we'll have to show him we're even more stubborn and determined than he is.
I think we can match him point for point on that as long as you're there. And as the witch responsible for guiding you in Valimar, I fully intend to see everything through to the very end.
Thanks. I'll be depending on you.
Reen, I've been thinking lately. Somewhere along this journey we've taken together, I finally felt glad to have been born a witch. If I hadn't, I might never have enrolled at this academy. And if I'd never come here, I would never have met everyone in Class 7, and I wouldn't have met you.
I'm really glad you did. With all we've been through, if anyone besides you had been guiding me, I doubt we would have come as far as we have.
I'm happy to know you think so. Before I came to the academy, and even well after I'd started here, I lived to fulfill the duties expected of me as a witch. I'd been that way ever since I was little. But all that time, I had no idea of the real significance behind everything I was doing. My life as a witch was so all-encompassing, I couldn't really see anything else.
Emma.
It was after I started here at Thor's that things started to change. I may have come here to keep watch over the fate that awaited Valimar and the one he chose as his awakener, but I feel so much more than that now. Instead of just watching over you, I want to stand with everyone and fight alongside you as an equal. I don't want to be someone who just watches things happen. I want to be there with Class 7, no matter what's in store.
I'm happy you're with us. You've always been looking out for us, doing as much as you could and supporting us in more ways than we realized. I doubt Class 7 would be what it is now if you hadn't been a part of it. So I think I speak for everyone when I say thank you for sticking it out through all the good and the bad.
I owe you guys a lot of thanks, too. Some days, the only reason I was able to keep doing my part as Class 7's president is because everyone, well, maybe not everyone. It's because you accepted me for who I was, Reen. You must have had so many questions, but you were always so patient and kind.
Emma, the only reason I feel like I can fill the shoes of an awakener is because I have you to guide me. When I first found out what I had to do, I was confused. I didn't understand what was going on, really. But with you by my side and showing me the way, I started to feel like I might be able to really do it after all.
Is that so?
Emma, I love you. No matter what fate has in store for me, I've decided I'm going to face it head on. Because as long as I have you with me, I know that whatever the challenge, I can rise to meet it. Will you stay with me?
Of course! What would Grandmother and Vita say if they could see me now? This isn't exactly a respectable path for a witch to take.
Maybe not, but who cares? We're old enough to make our own choices, and even if the path is a rough one, I'm ready to stick it out.
Me too.
Well, I guess I'd better get going. I could go straight to the student council room, but it's my first time back in over a month, so it would be nice to take a walk. Maybe I should go and see how Valimar's doing too.
Reen!
Huh? Emma, I thought you'd gone off to your club room with Celine. Did you forget something?
No, it's not that. I just wanted to spend a bit more time talking to you. You were away for so long, and I still have so many things I want to talk about with you.
Oh, right. That's fine by me, though. I've still got loads of stuff I want to talk about with you, too.
That being said, it wasn't only talking to you that I missed while you were away. There was, something else.
I think I might know. So, what do you want to talk about?
Anything is fine with me, as long as I'm with you.
Emma? What are you doing?
Oh, hi there, Reen. Well, Dorothy and I decided that we're gonna put together one final collection of stories as a club. Since then, I've been working on a story for the students who will join the club next year.
Oh, that sounds neat. Wait, if Dorothy's involved...
The content is totally appropriate for children of all ages, I assure you. Admittedly, Dorothy's own story sounds like it'll have a few of her favorite literary elements, but all in moderation, she assured.
Not that I'm one to judge. So what kind of story is it?
It's supposed to be a fairy tale. I can't pretend it's 100% original, though. I borrowed some elements from a story I heard as a child. It's going to star a golden unicorn and a pure-hearted maiden, or at least that's the plan.
Sounds interesting. Can I give it a read when you're done? I'll still be here next year, so if I see any first years who seem like they'd enjoy it, I'll recommend it to them.
I have to confess, I'm a little embarrassed to let anyone see it, but the whole point of a story is to be read. I was talking it over with Celine, and she seems to agree that there's no real need to worry about Vita's safety. Even for a witch, she was always incredibly powerful, more than capable of looking after herself. So, if I were to stay here an extra year, then start searching for her after that...
Emma, we talked about this, right? As much as I'd like you to stick around, I think it's better to take care of the opportunities that won't wait. You only get one life to live. You have to make the most of it, instead of feeling obliged to hold back for someone else's sake. That's as true for me and all our other classmates as it is for you.
I suppose you're right. It's clear that something's still happening beneath the surface here in Erebonia. Something not even Vita had foreseen. And I'd bet anything it involves the Divine Knights and the mysteries surrounding them. I want to discover the truth behind those mysteries, and I want to see Vita again. That's how I feel deep down, and that's what I think should be my purpose going forward. But that's not the most important reason I need to head out on that journey. The most important thing to me in the world is still you, Reen. And I want to uncover the truth of the Divine Knights for your sake, just as much as for myself. After all, the legends surrounding them have been at the heart of so much of the trouble we've had to endure. That's why I'll get to the bottom of this and come back with the answers you deserve. Until then, stay safe and be well.
Thanks. I will. And the same goes for you. I'll be looking forward to the next time I see your smile.
Likewise. Yes, that's right. I plan on leaving after I've taken care of some unfinished business here. I'll see you there then. If I had been a bit faster, we could have been able to meet here. Just a little longer.
Well, aren't you happy? You humans sure come up with some interesting ideas. Like using that communication artifact the prince had hidden away as a relay for your network. It seems like that bracer with all the tricks up his sleeve had something to do with it too.
And don't forget all the support Elisa lent us too. It's thanks to all the help we get from so many different people that we're able to keep going.
I don't know about that. Our kin are supposed to be hidden away guarding our sacrament by ourselves. But anyway, seems like some weird things are starting to happen to him. Not being able to come back out of his powered-up form, that's not normal.
Yes, I hope our spells are able to help him. But before that, we need to take care of this. This is the only shrine in this region. Give me a hand, Celine.
Leave it to me, Emma.
Yeah! We did it!
That should take care of it.
Instructor Reen.
Instructor Reen? What's the matter?
He is losing control. At this rate.
Oh, so that's why he doesn't use it.
Ashen Chevalier? More like ash-haired Chevalier Ogre. Show me a little more. Let's see how far you can go until you break. If I give the proper directions, I think I can guide another one here. All right.
Stop right there!
Huh?
Do it, Emma. Give it everything you have.
Golden Ivy!
So pretty. Get it together. We need to stabilize his powers.
What is going on right now?
Is this cat talking and using arts?
It's you two.
Sorry, and thanks. Your timing was perfect.
Shut up and focus on calming yourself down.
Whoops. Someone's here to spoil my fun. But that power that broke my barrier, for a moment I thought it was her.
So she is somewhere here in Crossbell. Enforcer of the Society, please show yourself!
I think it'll be much more fun if we save that for later. But don't worry, I won't keep you waiting for too long. So please look forward to my grand entrance. Ta-ta!
A flame illusion.
Seems different from our kind of magic. Instructor Reen.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Sorry for making you all worry. I didn't think he could stop me from calling Valimar.
Gosh, that's not what we're talking about.
Please, don't be so reckless in the future.
Guess they must look up to you quite a bit.
You saved me. Thanks for breaking that barrier. You too, Celine. Thanks for holding my power back.
Oh, we didn't do all that much. But I'm glad my new spell was able to be of help.
You better be grateful.
I'm just so glad we were finally able to see each other again, Reen.
Yeah, it's so great to see you again, Emma.
Yes, to be exact, I'm a member of the Hexen clan. This is Celine. She's like a member of my family.
You may as well just go out and say it. I'm a familiar. Anyway, nice to meet you. There's no need for us to get all chummy, though. to find such an authentic bathhouse all the way out here. What a pleasant surprise.
Now that I think about it, it's probably the principal's doing.
I heard this place was changed a lot when they renovated it into a dormitory. Apparently, it was once the mansion of a fallen noble family.
Ah yes, I've heard that same story. It seems the family had to let go of their holdings 10 years ago after the head of the family was conned by an unscrupulous merchant. Though I heard they've since started up their own business outside the country.
I see.
Sheesh. How do you know all this stuff?
I feel like I've heard a story like that before.
Hope you don't mind if we come in.
Oh, Instructor Toa!
Will you be joining us?
Not just her. I'll be joining you ladies as well.
Whoa! An overwhelming presence.
Oh, I'm so sorry we've been hogging the bath.
Oh, not at all. I figured now would be a perfect chance to get to know my students better.
We'll try not to rain on your parade.
There's nothing like a nice soak in the bath after a long day. Seems like you girls were having quite the discussion in here. You all trying to get with Schwarzer?
Get with?
Yes, that's the plan.
That wasn't quite what we were talking about.
Well then, let me give you all some advice. He may seem polite and friendly, but he can actually be pretty single-minded, and at times outright stubborn. With that in mind, the best way to get your hooks in him is to set up just the right mood and lure him somewhere where you have the advantage.
Really? Interesting. Huh. For stubborn men, you need to set the right mood.
Be sure to take thorough notes, Elise.
Muse, please. Principal! Maybe deep down in my heart, I was hoping you'd cheer me up. Calling you all the way out here, telling you it was for magic practice. Maybe it was a little selfish of me, now that I think about it. All right.
Well, was all that just some bad dream?
No. It was unmistakably real.
The pleroma grass has vanished completely.
Perhaps because the root of the problem is no more.
What a pain in my ass.
Looks like they'll all make it through.
They're pretty beat up, though.
I see.
Oh, what a relief. I think the worst of it is behind us.
Can we now say that the crisis is averted?
Yes, most likely. Or is there something you neglected to mention, Grandmother?
It is true we do not need to worry about the Dark Dragon any longer. However, there are still other threats looming over us.
As unhelpfully vague as ever.
I won't let you wriggle out of giving me answers this time. Why didn't you tell me you were going all over Erebonia? Where is Vita, and what is she doing?
You don't need to glare at me so. I had good reason to do what I did.
It's because you're so secretive that you always end up a step behind. Like when Vita joined Ouroboros, or when the Infernal Castle appeared. Not to mention, everything about you is disorderly, right down to your diet.
I have been watching my intake, if nothing else.
Are they always like this?
Pretty much. Except where magic is concerned.
Hey, Celine! Your creator requires assistance. Do something to get me out of this lecture.
Grandmother?
Good grief. I do sympathize, though. I understand you have your mission, but Emma's been worried sick. And I'm sure Vita feels the same way.
That prodigal child might act like nothing is wrong, but she can be rather bumbling at times. I was certain she had come to Heimdall, so I wanted to find her. However, it would seem we have found someone else instead.
Him?
Azure Siegfried.
Just like I remember.
How is that even...
I was told, but... No, there's no way.
I came to see how you guys were handling things, but I didn't expect I'd get to see a legend while I was at it. The star of Red Moon Rose herself, Crimson Roselia.
What? The heroine in that novel is...
She's a member of the church, and also a vampire.
I thought she was supposed to have been a bit older, though.
Well, there are some extenuating circumstances.
But it's true. That story was based off her.
I've heard of this novel. It seems it was riddled with embellishments, however. While it is true that I have done business with the church, I have never been part of it. But, on the topic of my age, there is nothing I can say that will not sound like an excuse, so I will hold my tongue. Anyway, I have no further business here. If the Black came here in person, it would be another matter. But I have no interest in one of his agents.
Grandmother! Wait, are you...
There are other things I need to do. We will speak once more during the summer festival. Farewell, Class 7. You may do what you wish for now.
Ugh. My word, she's just as bad as Vita.
Poor Emma.
Yes, her grandmother was certainly something.
But her aside.
Oh, wait a moment, Reen. Can I see your pendant?
Light illumine dies pam.
All right, that should do it. Well, I didn't actually cast a spell. I just recharged the pendant with my mana. But I also filled it with my wish for you, Reen. May light guide you along your path. Huh? Why? Oh, I see. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt. Honestly, though, you didn't need to get me a gift or anything. But as long as you don't mind seeing me without my glasses, I'd be happy to wear your contacts. Reen? What? That's... All right. I'll look forward to it.
Wait a minute. Ha! But when I was trained... but... no.
Oh?
You realize something?
Right now, we need any straw we can grasp at.
Anything at all could help, no matter how small.
Yes, you're right. That term. Originator Zero. Could that be OZ, perhaps?
That's what the Black Workshop called Millium and Altina.
They're model numbers.
OZ.
Oh, what are you talking about?
So you finally made it.
That voice.
Vita!
Ah, so the prodigal granddaughter returns.
Misty, Vita!
I heard you had been acting on your own.
Nice to see you again, Grandmother. Emma, Celine, and Class 7, too. And thank you for mediating, Mr. Lysander.
Oh, don't even mention it. It always breaks my heart to see a family torn apart so.
Vita! Why? You really don't plan on ever coming back, do you?
That's correct. As I said before, my allegiance will forever lie with the Grandmaster. I can't return to you and Grandmother. I can never go back to the way I used to be. Just like the Steel Maiden.
Seriously, who even is this Grandmaster person?
I have no clue. But it is clear she is quite taken with them. So do tell, Vita. If you have not decided to return to us, why show yourself now? Has Ouroboros finally decided upon its course of action?
Yes. After our experiments with the 3 ions. The 6 other Anguis came to a unanimous decision. They decided to ignore my warning. They will work with the Chancellor and the Gnomes to bring about the Great Twilight, completing the Phantasmal Blaze Plan.
So that's how it is. The reason Ouroboros was so quiet the past month wasn't because they left Erebonia.
It was to carry out their plan, and determine whether they should work alongside enemies and traitors.
How can that be? If that were the case, it means...
They're all our enemies?
Is this?
It's not the cathedral's bell.
Huh? I think I recognize it from Crossbell.
You do?
Yeah, I'm sure of it. I remember hearing it right before the incidents in Crossbell, when we were still independent. Oh! The one from the museum!
The bell from Stargazer's tower?
But the sound's coming from a different direction than the museum.
The Phantasmal Blaze Plan. What a fitting name. I wonder how much of this she foresaw.
That is quite enough mumbling to yourself.
It'll be a bit tough without Grianos. I'll need your help, Grandmother. Emma, Celine, you too.
Yes! Ugh, I'm not your slave.
Because you're important to me, Reen. You're more dear to me than anyone else I know. Isn't that reason enough to want to protect you? Reen, I'm sorry for everything. Thank you. By your side through land and sea. Dormi peacefully. Wait, no! It's not what you think! That wasn't my intention! Reen, I know this has been a long time coming, but I wanted to thank you. Being with all of you has taught me something. I don't have to be my sister, or my grandmother, or even my mother. I can be a witch in my own right, in my own way. Of course, I still have a lot more to learn before I actually get there. But still, I believe in myself. I believe I'll make it through tomorrow alongside everyone else, and one day become the witch I know I can be. This world of ours won't end. The future will come, and it'll be one I can spend with you. Right. Good evening, Reen. It's a wonderful night, isn't it? Well, Vida, Celine, and Grandmother are just as much to thank for that. But seeing as it led to this moment, I suppose I could stand to be a little prouder about it. I feel the same way, Reen. I want to be more than just a benevolent witch. I want to be that special someone in your life. Perhaps, but you didn't need to bring it up. Oh, you always find ways to make me blush. Yes, there's no greater magic than that found in moments like these.